Hey guys, this is Aegis, and this is game 2 between NrG and Double D. Playing for Double D is, of course, Coin Drop over here as our Terran player. This is game 2. They are playing this ahead of game 1. So we're going to be spawning here on MLG Shattered Temple in just a second. One of the players could not make it to the regular match time, so we do have this slightly ahead. NrG Monk is playing as the Protoss player, so we're seeing a TVP. We're going to be spawning here real soon if this would just load properly. In any case, this is the round of 16. Whoever that does win the match, it's a best of 5, will be advancing to the round of 8. I can't wait to see what happens in this game, because NrG is one of the most favored teams in the entire tournament. As we all know, they did have some pretty strong players on their team, and they still do have some very strong players on their team. Among them, Monk, we have, let's see, Steve, there's also, okay, I guess someone was lagging. There's also NrG's Lucky Fool. Lots of laughing about the dropping. Perhaps they'll rub it in his face later. We do have NrG Monk spawning over here as the teal Protoss player, and on the other side, we do have Coin Drop from Double D spawning as the red Terran player. This is going to be MLG Shattered Temple. Of course, there is this supply depot at the bottom of the ramp. We do have an SCV now moving out over there to throw down this first supply depot. Looks like he may be trying to wall in over here. The first pylon is coming up for NrG's Monk. They are in close air position, so we'll see if this comes into play this game with drops, maybe Banshees. We'll see if there are any Void Rays or Phoenixes in this game. We'll see what Monk has in store for us. I think I remember him playing Zerg before. I'll have to check with NrG's Never Expo about this. I thought I saw him playing Zerg, but I guess I may have been mistaken. A lot of high-level players do specify one race that they do play as. So far, everything out of NrG's Monk looks completely awesome. And Coin Drop over here is throwing up his barracks at the front, is walling that off, also getting a refinery up. The probe is going to be able to make its way in here. Now it sees the barracks on the way, and a second SCV coming over here immediately to start chasing that probe around. Gas on the way for NrG's Monk, getting additional probes chrono boosted out. Assimilator now finishing up. A gateway is almost finished as well. A couple of probes getting placed into the gas. 3 harvesters, always good. The gas getting mined by our Terran player as well. There is a Marine on the way now, and the probe looks like it will safely get out of here. Coin Drop almost scouting that close ground position. Looks like he will not be doing that anytime soon. Is going to be backing up and checking the bottom position first. He will be able to scout in here as there are no attacking units out of Monk just yet. He is getting a cybernetics core, is about halfway complete. Also grabbing the second gas, so this indicates some sort of teching or perhaps a sentry expansion. There is a pylon getting thrown down over here at the main in the north position. The SCV is going to be scooting around in here. A couple of probes getting put into that gas. There are 4 guys in gas. He's going to pull one back to mining the minerals. Looks like he's actually taking a break over there. Oh, there we go. And NrG's Monk now at 23 food, getting the chrono boost down on that first stalker, as well as the chrono boost on the warp gate research. We'll see what he decides to do real soon. A Reaper is on the way. That Reaper will be able to scout as soon as that SCV does get killed off or chased out. The SCV has left the base, and we do have the Stalker now out on the field, and that Reaper is going to be able to get a free scout in there. It looks like the probe is going to sneak its way in there, and that Reaper quickly takes it out. Will not see the second barracks. And NrG's Monk going to be pulling back into his base with his Stalker, knows that that Reaper is on the way. We'll see if that Reaper is able to get any sort of kills over here. It already has 1 kill. It's just going to be scooting through the backside. Looks like that Stalker will be able to chase it away. And the probes get a nice round, and the Reaper goes down. 2 additional gateways on the way for NrG's Monk. We'll see if that Reaper was actually able to see any of that. He does see one of those gateways. Probe is throwing up yet another pylon over here. Those 2 gateways will pop out and allow NrG's Monk to be able to throw up some pressure if he so desires. Stalker now making its way into the middle of the map. The SCV is swinging its way back now. Going to be checking out what's inside of NrG Monk's base. He's slipping by over here, so he will be able to scout for any sort of additional tech. Maybe it's just going to be scouting for this expansion. It looks like we may be seeing that expansion out of Monk real soon. The SCV does slip into the main base. The probe is setting up to be able to take that expansion. A couple of sentries over here, and over here in Coindrop's base, he has taken the second gas, but isn't finally starting to mine that. He has a ghost out in the field. I can't believe I missed that. We do have the cloaking field on the way, so he will be gearing up for some sort of a ghost timing push, I assume, since he has not decided to throw down a base yet. Finally, NrG's Monk throwing up the expansion. The SCV over here still getting chased. It does see the natural expansion, and over here the few units from NrG's Monk will be pulling back to that expansion. 2 additional supply depots, a bunker also to protect the Terran player. Stim pack is on the way as well. Additional Marines and Marauders getting produced. And we do have a robotics facility on the way for NrG's Monk, so he will be able to get some higher tech units such as the Observer, maybe some desired. A couple of force field trapping a Marauder, killing off a Marine as well. This is going to weaken Coindrop's attack just a little bit. That Ghost is moving down the ramp. He is going to be moving across the field right now, and he gets caught. But there is no detection here. So he's finally finishing up that robotics facility, and the Ghost is chasing after those Stalkers and those sentries to see if he's able to pick any of them off. It looks like he will not be able to get that sentry. Sentries look like they may actually move slightly faster than the Ghost. I don't actually know how to check that. But the Ghost is making its way over here. The sentries are making its way up the ramp, and they're trying to block off this area. Looks like we got nice force fields over there. Going to be blocking that Ghost from getting any further. The Ghost trying to pick away at these sentries right now. We should be seeing an Observer on the way, but we don't see that at all. Oh, okay, there we go. The Observer has popped out and does clean up the Ghost. There's a splatter from the Ghost, and it looks like Coindrop is going to go ahead and take his expansion. Now NrG's Monk getting up his Twilight Council as well as a Forge. So Terran player is actually a little bit behind now since he lost that extremely expensive Ghost. He does have the ability to make nuclear missiles now since he does have the factory, but it does not look like he will be going for that composition at all. Warping additional Stalkers over here. 2 Stalkers in the middle, keeping watch for NrG's Monk. Coindrop throwing up his bunker at the front. Shanks now popping out, and NrG's Monk now rigging his base with a couple of pylons so that he can spot for any sort of drop action a little bit earlier than he normally would. He's got the second gas here, but is not quite mining from it yet. Maybe he got that a little bit earlier than he wanted to. A couple of Stalkers out in the middle of the map, going to be trying to do some harass action, possibly. We have the sentries starting to tickle those rocks. It will take a long time before those rocks go down. And it looks like those Stalkers will continue to keep watch at the center or watchtower. A couple additional gateways going to be coming up. The scan going down. Does see everything that's going on here. Does see the 3 additional gateways as well as the chrono boost on the blink research. Well, he doesn't know it's a blink research, but he sees it on the Twilight Council. And he also sees the Forge chrono boosting the upgrades. Additional Stalkers now out and about across the map. And perhaps that blink will soon be ready for him to just hop up on that high ground. And it looks like that Observer is getting him some vision. He is going to be starting to pick away at that tech lab. There is a Banshee on the way. So we'll see if he's able to get rid of that tech lab. And if the tech lab does go down, the Banshee is still on the way though. So at least he is not going to be worried about any sort of cloak play here. The sentries, and with the help of the Immortal, probably mostly because of the Immortal, those sentries were able to kill off those back rocks. And the Stalkers do have their blink upgrade now, so we'll see if they are able to poke in here. The Observer is making its way in there, and here comes the blink up, and the C-Shank gets caught out of position. Down it goes. Another Tech Lab or something gets picked off. It looks like the Supply Depot will also be going down as well. Another Tech Lab getting picked apart. Coin drop. He's moving forth with all of his forces. He does not care about this at all. Looks like those Stalkers are going to have to blink out of here and try to do some defensive action. It looks like that Raven is in grave danger. Those Stalkers are just walking by. The main Terran army there is going to be rejoining with the rest of his forces. Coin drop in the red food. And NrG's Monk is actually ahead in terms of food. A scan going down is going to be seeing everything that's going on. Blink forward by the Stalkers, and the C-Shanks are not keeping up. They have really not all the Zealots getting ripped apart, and the SCV is now advancing forward. A lot of Marines still left over. The probes getting pulled off the line. And it looks like the Stalkers are retreating back to the high ground, blinking down, taking out the C-Shank. But a lot of trouble here for NrG's Monk. Coin drop actually doing very well with this attack. The Stalkers cut out side of the base. The charge upgrade is about finished, and all of the probes and everything off mining. So we've got a couple of SCVs getting taken care of over there, and a blink back up. And looks like this army is going to get surrounded by the probes. EMP going off. The probes trying to get over there, but the probes all getting stuck. And it looks like this army has actually been cleaned up by our Pronoss player. Coin drop falling to 41 food. These two bunkers will also go down. Banshee is still in the air though. All the probes pulling to the natural expansion to be able to continue mining. Another Immortal is on the way, warping in a Stalker as well. That Banshee has done a lot of damage. 6 kills on that Banshee. And the Stalker is going to be coming over here and trying to clean that up. Still a Raven in the air. 2 Stalkers on the ground to be able to take care of that Banshee. Will the Banshee go down? No, it does not. Banshee gets away with 8 HP, and Coin drop is looking pretty good right now. He's got his natural expansion. He's got his main mining. He lost some SCVs. Let's take a look over here. Workers killed by Coin drop, 25. Loss of 19 workers for Coin drop as well. Looks like NrG's Monk has stabilized here. He does have his natural expansion mining back up and running. He's got his 3rd base on the way. The Forge just finished the upgrade. A hero defense by NrG's Monk. Almost lost to that attack. We've got 2 Stalkers in the center of the map. Going to be watching out for any sort of action. The Banshee over here. Oh, looks like we have some defense drones. We'll get it taken out by the Stalkers. Going to be for some time. Both players are resetting in this game right now. NrG's Monk 73 food, 264 food, so NrG's Monk is slightly ahead. His Observer actually did help him pick off some of those add-ons, so those Stalkers did actually set Coin drop a little bit further behind than they normally would have. Another Banshee is on the way, another Raven is out in the field as well. Looks like the Stalkers have flunked in, and they will be trying to get out of here. Scan going down, trying to pick off that Observer. Observer goes down, and NrG's Monk is forced out of the base. He's warping in additional Zealots over here. I will address that later. We actually have a little problem involving a player right now in the American Pro League, but we'll talk about that later. So Coin drop over here has his defense set up. NrG's Monk is sitting over here with a couple of Stalkers. They will be advancing into the location. It looks like those Stalkers will get forced out of here. NrG's Monk does have his probe kind of sitting by idly. He's got his 3rd base up, so I imagine he will soon be very far ahead. He's got the Templar archives up. The scan does note the probes transferring over to that expansion. A Stargate is on the way as well. Coin drop looks like his Tech Lab less once again. Additional Tech Labs coming up over here. More Stalkers and those Zealots being warped in. More Templar out on the field. The Stalkers over here are going to be trying to poke in and do some additional damage. Perhaps that factory out. There goes down yet another Tag Lab. This is so annoying. he needs to get possibly even a missile turret over here to try to pick off any sort of observer that tries to get in here. A Phoenix is coming over here, going to be able to do some damage against these units. It sees everything that is going on. It's going to take a rest over there. It should be able to get out of here, take some damage from the bunker. A couple of units going to be scouting over here. Perhaps NrG's Monk is looking to take yet another base. He's got Void Rays are actually Phoenix is still on the way, continuing to make up a lot of probes. He's got 3 observers hanging out over here. We'll see what he decides to do. He even has the robotics bay on the way for those Colossus. Of course, the Colossus Den, always a good thing to have. Coin Drop now getting his command center up close to the 3rd base. Should be able to take that real soon. This army over here looking pretty strong, actually. So this is the anti-Templar army. We've got the units over here chilling. We'll see if they are able to help NrG's Monk secure yet another base, putting him even further ahead. Coin Drop is finishing this base up. We've got a couple of Stalkers over here actually cleaning up these rocks. This will make this 3rd base pretty vulnerable once the Stalkers make their way in there. We'll see if they are able to take apart one of those command centers. They are scouting in here. We'll see no expansion, and there it comes. They will be able to pick off a couple of SCVs over here, and everything lost counts in this game. More SCVs transferring over here. Coin Drop not quite noticing additional SCVs getting trapped over here, gonna get killed off. Coin Drop is moving out across the map with his attack force, and it looks like those Stalkers will be pulling back. Seeing no units does indicate that these forces are out and about across the map. We've got the pullback from the units over here, and Coin Drop advancing forward with his forces. Will those units get cut off over here, or will they get a very nice surround? Looks like Colossus is out across the map, and we have the Ghost cloaking and moving forward. They will be able to drop some very nice EMPs going down on all of the Templar. And here comes the force. We've got additional from the backside. 4 energy monkeys are advancing forward, and from the backside, Stalkers and the Zealots charging in, doing tons of damage, ripping this army to shreds. More Zealots from the front side. That Immortal also doing plenty of damage. How many kills does that Immortal have? 3 kills. The Medivacs are trying to get out of here. GG out of Coin Drop. Well played. Very good game from NrG. And this is game 2, so NrG is currently up 1-0 versus Double D.